The alert went out to stay inside in parts of Loveland and Erie tonight. Neighbors have since been told it's okay to come out, but police still won't say just what happened.
The first incident started just after 3 this afternoon when police in Loveland told people near Aries Drive and Pavo Court to lock their doors and windows and stay inside. Loveland police haven't shared more details about what happened there. Around 5 tonight, police in Erie issued a shelter-in-place order for people in the Erie Highlands, Grandview, and Erie Commons neighborhoods, not far from Erie High School. Police say officers were trying to talk with a man with a rifle. They had help from a SWAT team plus officers from 5 other departments, including Loveland Police. Police say that man took his own life. Erie police tell us Loveland PD is investigating what happened there.
We've been asking both those departments to clarify whether the two incidents are connected, and we'll let you know when we learn more. Deputies up in Fort Collins are still searching for the person that they say shot a man outside a home near Poudre High School. It happened just after 4 o'clock today on South Overland Trail. The Larimer County Sheriff's Office wouldn't tell us what led up to that shooting or how the victim is doing now. Deputies searched the neighborhood. They said they did not find the suspect.
It's not snow. This plow is moving in this video, but it's hail. It came down thick and heavy across Estes Park last night. Those piles stuck around for most of the day, looking like snowbanks. For most, the storm rolled in fast, came down hard. Many saw the lightning last night, and then came all that rain and some hail. People in Wellington and Fort Collins saw tennis ball-sized hail, and the storms are continuing tonight. There are a lot of areas under flood watches until 10 p.m. So we're going to send things over to Lauren Robinson.
Well, we were seeing those storms push through earlier this evening. Right now, they're all basically dying out except for one area a bit further south. Let's go ahead and take a look at our HD Doppler radar where you can see not a whole lot of activity left out there. The few lightning strikes we did have all dried up. The only area where we're seeing some showers is going to be the very southern portions of the high country just west of Trinidad. So we're going to wait for those to continue to push out. But that's good news for all of these flood alerts. They're not expected to expire until 10 o'clock, which is about an hour away or so. But a lot of them did expire early, so we're seeing less green counties on this map, which is, again, good news. But we're going to continue to watch for some of these areas to see those remaining couple of showers push out. Right now, we're at 70 degrees in Denver. Most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains in the upper 60s to low 70s. We're seeing the same out west, high country in the 40s and 50s. We have another cooler day in store for tomorrow, so I'll have those details for you just ahead of my full 7-day forecast.
Lauren, thank you. There's been a lot of attention lately on shootings involving police officers in the metro area. City of Denver's records show that private security guard companies are also under scrutiny after their employees have fired guns on the job. One of the largest security guard companies in the city could lose its license because police say that an unlicensed guard shot a bullet at a moving car. Here's 9 News reporter Kelly Rinke.
An armed security guard at this Belco credit union should have never been working that day in March. The city of Denver says the man with the gun didn't have a license for the job. That didn't stop one of the biggest security guard companies in the city from hiring him. They got caught after Denver police learned he fired a gun at a moving car off this property. Records show the security guard chased a woman because she showed a stolen ID. The woman hopped in a car, and when her driver tried to hit him, the security guard fired. The woman got away. The guard's employer, Allied Services, says he no longer works for them, but now the company has to convince the city why they should still be allowed to operate in Denver. The city did take away the license of a company called CFW Enterprises in June after they hired security guards with active criminal warrants. DPD says a security guard who was not supposed to have a gun fired 3 shots outside a business in the Highlands. The guard was trying to stop a fight at a hookah bar last year. Then in April, the city says 2 armed security guards at a different company tried to stop a wanted fugitive outside this Walgreens east of Glendale. One guard fired a shot towards the man because he grabbed his waistband. City records say the guards didn't have a reason to chase him, and they also should have never been hired because they were unlicensed too. So far this year, the city has accused 3 companies and 3 people of violating security guard licensing rules. One person gave up her license in March because the city issued it to her by mistake. Denver says she lied about having multiple felonies, including robbery, on her criminal record. For that case at the credit union, the company says they didn't realize the business was in Denver city limits because it has an Aurora mailing address, and that's why the guard was unlicensed.
A usual piece of confusion there. Kelly Rinke, thank you. A security company that was working with 9 News was investigated by the city of Denver following a fatal shooting in 2020. October of that year, Matthew Dolloff, an unlicensed guard providing security for a 9 News crew during a protest, shot and killed a man. Dolloff was charged with second-degree murder before the Denver DA dismissed the case, saying they couldn't disprove it was self-defense. 4 days since a man was killed after officers returned fire at a home in Englewood, police there still won't answer questions about this, including whether their officers killed the man, who police have acknowledged was not shooting at them. Philip Blankenship, who survived, he's the one accused of shooting at police that night. Officers fired back, and Blankenship's brother, Matthew Mitchell, was killed. This morning, Englewood's police chief posted a pre-recorded, edited video online. The chief describes a timeline that is different from what his department originally shared. The initial news release to the public said officers got to the home at 7:39 Sunday night and were, quote, met with gunfire from inside the home. In today's video update, the chief said that officers were not shot at until 8:07 p.m. They had enough time there at the home to get 2 people out of the house and to make announcements telling, quote unquote, both occupants to come out. As in, they knew that there were 2 people inside the house when the officers started firing. Police will not say whether they were the ones to shoot Matthew Mitchell. His brother is facing charges for attempted first-degree murder. Englewood police have not responded to our questions. We reached out to every member of Englewood City Council and the city manager. None responded.
It's the end of an era for the Broncos. Brittany Bolin is stepping down from her position in the team's front office as her family's trust prepares to sell the Broncos to the Walton Penner family. Our Broncos insider Mike Liss shares more on Bolin's goodbye.
Brittany Bolin's decision to step down from her senior vice president role with the Denver Broncos marks the end of an era, the Bolin family era. It goes back 30 years, more than 30 years, to March 1984 when Pat Bolin first bought the team. More Super Bowl appearances than losing seasons was the identity of that era for the longest time. Brittany Bolin was to one day succeed her father. It was all set up for her. She got all her degrees from Notre Dame, from Duke. She got practical experience, but it wasn't to be. The siblings just couldn't get together and unify on who would succeed her father. Brittany Bolin, rather than pout about it, made the classy move and made a clean break, and now the team belongs to the Walton Penner Group.
The NFL Finance Committee voted unanimously yesterday to recommend the sale of the team to the Walton Penner Group. The purchase is expected to be formally approved by NFL owners in a few weeks. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice and Starbucks chairwoman Melody Hobson are both a part of the ownership group.
Election denier Tina Peters is finally getting the recount for her primary that she lost by 88,000 votes.